Actually, Aphex Twin was the first gig I ever went to when I was 15. It was in this awful nightclub. And there was sweat dripping from the ceiling. Aphex Twin finally came on, and about 10 minutes into his live set, because all his synths were all like completely exposed, and with the sweat dripping from the ceiling, it dripped into his synth and something blew up and the sound stopped, and that was the end of the gig. That was a great experience, and that just blew me away, and I knew from that moment I wanted to do this. But I didn't really think I was going to make good music. I was just making awful sound. The reason why I left DJing and producing was simply because, one, the techno had changed and it lost its magic. It became quite boring. There was so much production in loop techno that it lost its soul, it lost its direction, because it was easier to produce. So distributors at the time were selling a lot of these easy, loopy records. The music stopped being interesting. Also at the same time, I got involved with developing this machine called the MXF8. So it's this kind of like a DJ live controller. It was one of the first of its kind, and that was around about year 2000. So that was enabling me to blur the lines between production in the studio and performing live, but like a DJ as well. So I just got involved in the development of that. Berlin is the great place for techno, for electronic music, for meeting other producers. It's just a condensed, intense place for techno music. And that was one of the reasons why I moved. But the main reason was because politics in England had changed drastically. The political party that got in power was having policies that were detrimental to the country, and there was nothing I could do anymore to fight that. It was becoming very exhausting. But I was experiencing some homophobia at the time in England, and I just needed to get away. This was 6 years ago. I experienced some very heavy homophobia, and I actually took some people to court and won. But at that point as well, I was just sick of England, sick of the city I was in, and I needed a fresh start. And Berlin's really queer friendly, and I needed that, so I just needed to feel like I was normal, and I felt that in Berlin. Yeah. I remember I made it round about, not being in Berlin for long, and I just played at Gegen. I was making the track, Gegen, and then I was invited to play at like a fundraiser at Berghain. So I played it for the first time in Berghain. I can't really remember the reaction because it was like an hour-long set and everyone was excited about everything I played anyway. And then it just became more and more popular. Yeah. To the point now, it's about 4 years later, that if I don't actually play it in my set, I feel like I've let everyone down because they really look forward to hearing Gegen. I even said to my wife, like today, I said, you know what, this will be the first time in a long time I'm not going to play Gagin. She's like, you can't do that, you have to play it. I'm like, okay. 15 years ago, it was like the perfect haven for a music fan who's an introvert, that didn't want to be on display, that you could just hide in the DJ booth and people were concentrating on the music. There were no phones, it's just about music. Now it's more about people want to see you, interact with you, they want to film you, they want to selfie with you, which for someone like me, I feel quite awkward about, because I don't really like to be in front of the camera or be on display. But as long as I still got that love for the music, I forget about all that. I accept it, but I don't worry about it too much, and just focus on what I really enjoy, which is the music part. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No, my pleasure.